me on airplane mode. You can put me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the February 10th, 2026 episode. And it's the Sideline Junkies 8th anniversary. 8th anniversary. We've been doing it since 2017, but officially since February 10th, 2018. 2018 is when we recorded our first official show. So, welcome to the Tuesday night flight on the 8th anniversary of our starting. Coming up right after this show, 15-minute buffer. You got something special headed your way. So stay tuned at 9 p.m. and we pulled somebody off the bench. He's a little reluctant, but we got him off the bench to get him going. And he's been known as the Winnebago driver. My kicking coach, because whenever NFL teams needed kickers, he drove to Winnebago and we practice every day. So I could be a kicker for somebody's team over the years. But you got to check it out to find out who I'm talking about. So, but welcome to the Tuesday night flight. As you can see, you have the Midnight Rider, the Gentleman Jack, myself, the big guy KG. Damn, man. It feels good to be here. How you feeling, Midnight Rider?
Well, I think we gotta I'm good, man. Traffic was a bear. People not understanding that if they ain't pounding the streets no more. So if it was one lane yesterday, it's gonna be one lane today. So I don't know, man. The last couple of weeks, the commute home has been it's been a bear, man. So I get to come on here, we get to have some fun, kick it for a little bit, and do the thing. Do what we always do. And let's have fun, take you around the sports world. Give you our thoughts, our opinions. You may not like some of them. You may. The ones you don't like, just hop in the comments and give us your thoughts. And let's talk about it.
That's it, and that's all, baby. Gentleman Jack's indisposed now, so we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. Speaking of kickoffs, this is where you got to, I don't know if you want to do GC Cameron version or you want to do Boys to Men, but it's so hard to say goodbye to the NFL season because she was wrapped up in a nice little tight bow on Sunday night. The Seahawks 29, the Patriots 13. Sam Darnold, who was my pick for MVP, but he was 19 of 38, 202 on a touchdown. Kenneth Walker 27 for 135. Cooper Kupp had 6 catches for 61. Defense played off the chain. For the Patriots, Drake May 27 to 43, 295, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. He also had 5 carries for 37 yards. Mac Hollins, 4 catches, 78 yards. Midnight Rider. Super Bowl 60 is in the books. What were your thoughts?
You know what? I'm going to start walking, like pre-show, I'm going to have a video, and y'all going to see me walking through my living room with my socks off. I'm going to do a Mac Hollins. That's how I'm going to start taking the field. No, seriously, it's the classic. I think if memory serves me correctly, the number 1 ranked defense in the Super Bowl is something like 1-6 against their counterparts.
What's up, fellas?
So this is a defense heavy game. What's up, Jack?
I got my ears on. That's why y'all ain't hollering at me. Shit.
Yeah, so that's why the defense wins championships, defense make things happen, and that's the way it's been, and that's the way it seems like it's going to be. We've got a trend, and the trend is defense beats good offense. So we'll go from there. You probably know the other times that they happen where the number one scoring defense was in the Super Bowl. There's like 7 occasions. But yeah, this game right here, to me it was a snoozer. Like the 4 field goals early on. I didn't see how the kicker wasn't the MVP, to be honest with you. I mean, he put up a bunch of points. He got started. I don't know, man. It was one of those games that I know I was so uninterested in it. I took naps, man. I napped from time to time on this game. So go ahead.
No, because when you said that, it clicked in my head, and I was like, he awfully quiet. He must have took a nap. This game must have bored his ass to death.
Yeah, dog.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, Midnight Rider ain't saying nothing in the chat. Everybody going, he must be asleep.
I think after the 3rd field goal, I took one. I really didn't get to good sleep, and then towards the end of the game, I took another one. I was just like, man, I'm good. This was uninteresting. I saw like the post game stuff. I saw enough of the game because since I don't sleep, I just went back and watched it because I knew I could see it again. So I just went back and watched it again, the parts that I missed, and then I ain't missed much.
Gentleman Jack, man, that you got your ears on, buddy. First of all, how you feeling?
I'm doing all right, man.
And
I'll tell you though, I agree with Midnight Rider. It's so funny that, I was sitting here, I was like, man, when these fellas gonna holler at me, man? When they gonna holler at me? And I forgot to put my ears on. But when I did put my ears on, I was right on point for hearing what Midnight Rider said. And it was the same feeling for me. I went out, got me a plate of snackies, sat up in my chair and watched the first quarter, finished them snacks off and got me some more snacks and watched the second quarter. I fell asleep at halftime. I woke up beginning of the 4th quarter. I was out. But the reason I was so tired, fellas, is from that mega super bonanza of a pre-Super Bowl show that was on Sunday that was just through the roof. And it just took so much energy out of me that I was tired. So, I was surprised to see some points came up. I mean, I was so close on several pools I was in, but it seemed like every time I got close, somebody either kicked the field goal or turned the damn ball over, and it didn't happen. So I will say, this is one of the only Super Bowls I know of that I made no coin on at all. Big goose egg, y'all. So, congratulations to the Seahawks on their second Super Bowl victory, and congratulations on the Patriots for getting there. A young team, fresh coach. I don't think you're gonna not see these Patriots and Seahawks again in the next couple of years. I think those two teams are pretty Trump tight to continue causing havoc on the league for the next couple of years.
I'll say this. I watched that game from wire to wire. Every single bit of it I watched. The only thing I missed was the streaker. We had a streaker this year, and I missed the streaker because I think
they're not putting stuff like that on TV no more. I don't think it was televised.
So I didn't miss it.
No, you didn't miss it. They just don't. They don't show them anymore because they don't want to encourage them. But you do get if you went to YouTube afterwards or somebody posted on it.
Okay, that's why I saw that.
Because my wife told me about it, and I'm sitting there like, I've been watching this game. I ain't seen nobody run. And then she showed me the YouTube, John. She's like, is that Brian? Is that your boy Brian? Referring to Brian Tuning. And I'm like, hell no, Brian don't do that. Brian says, go get him, fellas. Go get him. Brian was up in the box somewhere chilling.
But this game, Somebody
Should've
said, and I
got
know
him on the
Lee
show
Ice
today.
would approve of this. They said this is an old school Seattle Seahawks game. This is Chuck Knox-esque. And his family was actually there in the press box. So this is a ground Chuck thing. Run the ball and let the defense wreak havoc. What's crazy is I thoroughly enjoyed this game. And I thought we were going to see our first shutout. I swear I thought we were going to see our first shutout. And didn't. But I knew there was a problem. And I don't know if you guys noticed it. Drake May never settled down.
He couldn't.
There was too much heat on his ass. Too much heat. Too much heat. And I agree with what Midnight Rider said too about what was that cat's name? Oh, the field goal kicker, Jason Myers. 5 for 5. And what he had, 2 extra points. So that's 15, 17 points. He outscored the whole New England squad. I thought he should have got the MVP too.
Well, that's a great segue because the first running back to win MVP since Terrell Davis, and what was that, 98?
In a minute.
Was Kenneth Walker. And when I looked at it, I said, who's going to win MVP? And then it got late in the game, and I didn't even vote for MVP this year. That's the first time I haven't done that in years. But I said, it's no point of voting. Kenneth Walker is the one that's keeping him in this game. The way he was gashing the Patriots, he was gashing them up the middle, out to the outside. And they were talking about him. It was a lot of comparisons to Le'Veon Bell. But I said, you know what? He has a Michael Myers stance, like Genty, because he kind of just stands there, but he looks like he's brooding, but he just takes his time, and then he shoots through the hole. I loved it. Kenneth Walker.
A good running back always waits on his line, KG. You know that. And that's what I feel that Walker does. His patience is just, unbecoming, man. It's nice. His patience is really nice. And he had 161 total yards. So he was getting the ball out of the backfield too on some swing passes and whatnot. So we knew he was going to get the MVP. But I tell you, when you got a kicker that outscores the opponent in the Super Bowl, that's pretty cool too.
Totally agree. This game took a shape of its own. I think I know exactly. There was like 2 exact runs that were very Le'Veon-ish, Bell-ish. And I can see why people thought that or got that feeling. But this was one of those games where it took a life of its own. I think you just kept waiting for New England to like get right, and it just seemed like it wasn't going to happen. It didn't happen. And Seattle just kept moving the ball, and it actually looked like Garneau and company just said, you know what, we're going to just keep harvesting our nuts, and keep going. And if you catch us, then that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to just keep taking our 3. Let's not get fancy, not try to make it anything crazy, and let's just score points, because so far you haven't shown us that you can move the football. So why am I going to take chances when I don't think you have a chance to score me? And then the fact that, Devin Witherspoon, I think the corner had 2 sacks. They was taking turns beating up on Campbell. So that dude had a rough day at the office, man.
He just got a job as a guard. What happened to him? I'm sorry. I think he's going to get bumped off that tackle spot.
He should get hired. He should get hired by Metro to be a turnstile.
Well, guys, it was funny though. Everybody was thinking about this Darnold to JSN combination that was going to be so potent as it has been through the playoffs. But I tell you, he had 10 targets for Smith and Jigba and only managed to reel in 4 for 27 yards. That's one of the lowest yardage outputs I've seen out of JSN in 2 years, if I can recall. And I don't know if anything special was done I'm sure it was. I didn't notice it. as I said, I was napping a little bit during this game, so I can't go off of what is on the screen. But per the numbers in the stats, 10 targets, only 4 receptions for JSN. Might have a little help from safeties and whatnot, trying to double him up and stuff, you know.
But I'll say this, and Jack, you being a coach, Midnight Rider, you being the former offensive coordinator of the Indianapolis Colts, as well as a former coach yourself, you guys are coaches. You know, if you know anything about sports, a team is always going to go through the person that brought them to the dance to win the dance. I think that Seattle used JSN as a decoy, because I said to Dario, I was like, he's not getting any targets. Dario was like, he got like 6 targets. I was like, 6 targets? Wait, he was like, he only got like 2 catches. But they were spreading the ball out there everywhere else. And then the second thing is, a lot of people on X were saying, every time I look at Christian Gonzalez, all I can do is look at Ron Rivera and be like, you mother. And Christian Gonzalez had a damn good game. That secondary of
he saved 2 touchdowns.
Yes, that secondary of New England, they made it and keep him out of the end zone, but they didn't give anything up deep. They gave up the short stuff, and every time you thought you had something deep, they was coming in at the last minute, knocking it away. Kudos to them.
Yes.
And as a former safety secondary player myself, I was like, yeah, they are balling out there. If they can get a couple of picks, they might be all right.
No, they were. The defensive defended balls and batted balls down. I mean, especially there was one right down the hash mark, man. Young man laid out. Just give me that. No, that was just tremendous. And did you guys notice how clean of a game this was as far as not many penalties? 7 total penalties, man. I started thinking of that later in the game. I'm like, damn, they're not blowing whistles. It was good. And I thought it was a well-officiated game, too.
All right. Matty Ice said Tirico jinxed the shutout. He said it like 4 plays later. New England scored. Yeah, he did. He did.
Hey,
I thought New England holding them to 3 for them first 4 field goals, I thought that was a blessing. Because, like I say, it's much better to be down 12 than be down 28. So I was the guy that was saying, all right, New England holding them to field goals. Here they come. Pew, 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 pew. Nope, didn't happen.
That's the ball BJ checking in. Go ahead, man.
No, I just want to say, for everybody that did that crazy extravaganza on Sunday, thank you for your participation. I think we had everybody from the network. We got a special guest. We owe Jeff Ricker a show. I know he kind of got lost in the mix of the Chris Russellness, but
he's a good sport. Jeff had to dip eventually, for sure. Had some tragedy happen. His brother's father-in-law passed. So Jeff was hanging. He was hanging. He was drinking coffee and watching TV and networking. And then, like I said, we had Chris Russell in there, man. And Chris had a lot of good stuff to say. Jeff's a Chris Russell fan. So it all worked out. And you're right. We do owe Jeff a little something.
Right.
And
then, I mean, just to have all the guys from the network, I know I keep looking up and I keep saying this to Jack, but I mean, we got a lot of talent on this brand. We got a lot of people doing different things, special things. And we just gotta keep the momentum going. We got the high school field trips. We got the Nothing But Net on Wednesdays. You got In the Passenger Seat, Pretenders or Contenders. We just had a great show. If you have a kid that's trying to be recruited or is going through the recruiting process, the last 2 Mondays on Pretenders or Contenders, we had Nicholas Gold from Howard University, their recruiting coordinator, giving us nothing but gems, something you should check out. And then, as we always do, you got the Thursday night throwdown. You got the Gridiron, and then you have the Maniacs, the flagship, baby. So come on, man. If you need some sports, you need somebody. You don't want to hear screaming A and company. And you want somebody to actually have a conversation about sports. Yo, come holler at your boys, man, for real.
Hey, that right there, absolutely wonderful. And the way you put that, I'm just gonna go to the comments. I ain't got nothing to say. We'll go ahead and go into the comments. J Dub checking in. Say what up, peeps? What's happening, J Dub? And he said, Seattle whooped that ass the whole game. You damn right they did. And this is what we said. JSN did all work all season long. He helped them get to where they are. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the top of the show, we were talking about the 8th anniversary of the Sideline Junkies. And I see we got my man that is cool as ice, twice as nice, and ain't never had a bad day in his damn life. Junie tagged in that, and now I gotta push us over to the side because Midnight Rider brought this up, and I failed. That's the original Sideline Junkies logo that you see there. That's what we started out with, and here we are. Here we are. Junie was one of the founding fathers, and he's a little under the weather, been under the weather. But he still rolls with us for life. Because that's my 90s partner. Like Midnight Ride, I'm telling you, me, you, him, Jack, on the whole 90s show. We just talking 90s basketball. I think we got 6 hours. We breaking it. We breaking the damn record. We got 6 hours.
I don't think I've met Junie yet.
Not yet.
In comments or on the show, but I look forward to it.
Not yet. But when I tell you 90s, we used to get into some 90s basketball.
Oh Lord, that's my wheelhouse there.
The correspondent, congratulations on 8 years, fellas. Thank you. Congratulations to you. Because I mean, hell, look at what we got now. Whew. Just make you excited, don't it? I got to send the correspondent my last race on NASCAR Heat. I'm getting better now. I'm getting better on NASCAR Heat. I need my NASCAR experts to look at that.
Hey, real quick. If I freeze up, just keep it going because I've been losing connection throughout the course of this.
Okay. I got your back. We got the NFL honors. This is where they gave away all the awards and everything. I'm gonna run through them, and we ain't got to spend a whole bunch of time. Matthew Stafford MVP. We called that what? I think we all three of us called that week 6 or 7. Middle of the season, we say he was the MVP. Bobby Wagner wins the Walter Payton Award. JSN Jackson Smith and Jigba wins the Offensive Player of the Award. Mike Vrabel wins Coach of the Year. Myles Garrett, of course, wins Defensive Player of the Year. Help me out on this, Midnight Rider. Offensive Rookie.
Tetora
McMillan.
Tetora McMillan is your Offensive Rookie of the Year.
He had a great season. Excuse me.
I got you. Carson Schlesinger is your Defensive Rookie of the Year. Christian McCaffrey got your comeback player. Caleb Williams got the NFL play. Christian McCaffrey also won Salute the Service. Josh McDaniel won the assistant coach. Buda Baker won the Art Rooney Award. Jackson Smith and Jigba and Christian McCaffrey won your Ground Players Awards. Joe Thuney won the NFL Protector of the Year. Tyler Shaw,
big boy,
won Rookie. Myles Garrett won Deacon Jones Award.
Real quick, can you talk about that one?
Yes, sir.
Which one, baby?
Yeah, Tyler Shook got what? Rookie of the Year?
It just say Rookie.
Oh, I think that's
the Pepsi next Rookie of the Year.
Pepsi Rookie of the Year. Okay, so that's kind of like a fan vote. All right, it's a bad choice.
I don't see that.
Okay.
Myles Garrett won the Deacon Jones Award. Drake May won the Air Player Award. Dylan Smith and Dave Ettinger won the Don Shula Coach of the Year Award, and James Cook won the Jim Brown Award.
God damn it.
Anybody stand out to you on those honors, gentlemen?
There was talk about Carson Schlesinger winning the award over James Pierce. But in light of some of the activities that have happened over the last couple of days, I don't know if James Pierce is how available he's going to be with his incident down in Miami. And then the other thing was the Tyler Shook Pepsi Award. Don't get that. But it is what it is. That's a lot of fan voting, and he did get hot down the stretch. But he doesn't deserve a Rookie of the Year when he only played like 8 games. Can't give somebody a full-time award for part-time duties. So, and it's not like he stood out. I mean, he didn't really stand out like that. It was just a good thing. Go ahead.
With Schlesinger locking this down, and then you got Myles Garrett. So Cleveland got a defensive sweep in here for the MVPs, man. That's something to talk about for a team that had such a crazy season this year, you know what I mean? But we knew since day one Cleveland's defense was shining. I just didn't realize it was going to be like this. So,
go ahead.
If Cleveland could build a defense that's all-world dominant and just have an offense that can put up 24 points, 20 points, if you will.
20, yeah, 20.
You might be in the wheelhouse of them making a run for the show. Might be.
Definitely in the AFC North.
J Dub said Kenneth Walker, the third play, great in the playoffs. He definitely deserved the MVP. I thought he really turned it up in the playoffs in the Super Bowl. He did. And Brian checking in, he said the Sunday show was great. It damn sure was. And he said, love being part of the network. Looking forward to the future. Yes, sir. Always. And I tell you this. I still mean what I say. Midnight Rider.
What, man?
Doing that off Sunday, boy.
What are you saying?
I loved it.
Oh, Lord.
I loved it, man.
I thought he was just going to give me a video. Like I was just like, hey, shoot me a video. Talking about the game, giving me your prediction. And then he was like, send me the link. I was like, send you the link.
Send me the link.
Yes, sir. No, Chris was money.
Yeah.
And he is a great friend of the show. I know MR's probably got the strongest relationship with him. But I tell you, Chris can sit down with anybody that talks sports and be a friend with him, man. That's what kind of guy I feel that he is. This is my third interaction with him. So, yeah, Chris Russell's nothing but a class act.
And if you didn't see the first interaction with these two gentlemen, the gentleman Jack and his backseat driver, the Midnight Rider, please go to YouTube and pull that up. That was a great show. That's one night. I kind of sort of wish I had more time and you could have went 2 to 3 hours because it's like one of those things you didn't want to end.
Yeah, I'd like to find the date on that if I could find it real quick. Was it last year, Midnight Rider?
Yeah, I want to say it was last August.
Yeah,
it may have been
before. It was like right before the season started, I think.
Yeah.
Chris Russell. No, actually, it was April 16th.
Good grief.
April 16th, 2025, guys. Chris Russell from 980. Great interview. And
so was Jeff the one from the summer? Jeff Walker?
From what? This summer?
Yeah. We had somebody from the radio on in the last.
Oh, yeah, we did. We had a Redskin reporter. You know my schedule here looks so lovely. I'm having.
I know, right? You got perfect handwriting.
Right, it's clean and crisp.
Should be the producer from the B. Mitch and Finley show, Jeff Walker.
Yeah, I know which one. I got Candy Waller.
We had
Josh
her.
Walker.
Candy
Waller.
Waller.
There it is. Jeff was a substitute for Robin Ficker. That's right. That was in October 8th.
Okay.
Yep.
You've had some guests.
It's a nice schedule here, man. We're over 75 shows, man. It's been phenomenal. I'm having a blast, and I feel the show's getting better and better every week, man.
Next up, 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame. You got Drew Brees, first ballot. Larry Fitzgerald, first ballot. Luke Kuechly, First ballot. Adam Vinatieri, I think he's second ballot. And this is my favorite of all. They finally knocked on Roger Craig's door.
I know.
So I am happy about that. Gentlemen, the 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame start with you, Gentleman Jack.
Well, yeah, I understand why Roger Craig's got to be all waiting for knocks on the door. He was the first dude to have wasn't he the first dude to have 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000 yards rushing in the same season? Jesus Christ, that's phenomenal. I'm sure there's a handful of cats that have done it now that, the passing game is more prominent. But back then, man, that wasn't. Well, then again, that was the 49ers, though, and he had Joe Montana sharing the ball with everybody. But, yeah, I don't get why Craig's like that. Everybody else, did I see Cam Newton is supposed to be in next year's
He might be eligible next year.
Yeah, I saw somebody saying they think he's first year. I disagree with that one.
He should be first team all ticket.
All right, I go with that. But yeah.
So I'm gonna be on the other side of this. I knew I was going to let KG go before I went, but
if you need me to,
I just don't see the Roger Craig.
Really?
Because I see the 1 year, the 1,000. I see it, but then if you go back and look in, I don't remember him having those kind of stats the rest of his career. I think he had a good year, but I don't think he sustained it as well. Maybe he had 3.
I don't know. Again. 3 rings.
Did he? Was he there?
I'm talking about.
He was there for 3 out of the 4 or the 90.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the 80s. I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's
what I think.
I knew you was gonna research this.
Of course, 85 was the year he ran for 1,020 and had 1,016 in receiving, had 15 total touchdowns. He had the year before, he was sharing the backfield the first 2 years, 83 and 84. Won the Super Bowl in 84. 88 was his best year with 15.
Who was he sharing the backfield with? Waters?
No. This is long before Waters.
Was it
83? 83 got to be Wendell Tyler.
Yeah.
Waters might have been 90 then.
Yeah.
Waters
Waters came in 92 or 93.
Okay, guys.
He's 91 to 94 in San Fran.
And you don't have to keep telling me how long you Notre Dame dude came. I knew y'all both was gonna fire me up with that one.
Now he had 2 postseason. I mean 3 Super Bowls, 3,000 yard rushing seasons, and then he had a fall off in 90. He had the fumble in a NFC Championship game that pretty much sealed it.
Yeah.
He went off in the playoffs in 89, had 288 yards rushing in 89 in the playoffs in 3 games.
3,000 yard seasons?
Yeah.
How many seasons total? 8?
10.
10. Did he go 10? Okay.
But his last 2 seasons were in Minnesota, and he only started 4 games in 2 years for Minnesota.
I rest my case.
No, I like him, man. I like Roger Craig for his first of all, for the 1,000 season he had, and then I like Roger Craig for his big time play in playoffs and Super Bowls. I'm not saying he's a 1,200 yard rusher for 10 years straight, but he was big time when it came to big time games, man. So that's why I give him this dap.
I think we over romanticized the 1,000 season, and that's why he got in. And
how many people have done it since?
It's a great accomplishment, but no.
Let me look.
The correspondent said Wendell Tyler. Damn, what a pull! Yeah, you pulled that one out. You pulled that one from back in the closet. It's still Christmas presents back there. Jeez. Hey, and the correspondent said, I'm with Emma on Roger Craig. He was more of a product of his environment. I think Montana, Taylor, Rice, Francis, and Clark. Maybe Roger Craig was probably one of my You can get out. Maybe Roger Craig was one of my. I'm sorry, I was talking to Dario. He was one of my guys growing up because, I mean, what's the famous saying that y'all got? No homo, but he was a physical specimen. He had the body type of a running back because he was muscles on top of muscles. He was that high knee hurdler. He was that guy. So
And the Roy Hibbert, just so you know, the correct term is pause nowadays. We don't say that other one. That gets us in trouble.
Okay, pause.
You see the correspondent in the background?
Yeah, hopefully I can get him in here. It should. I ain't got no video on him. But he here.
No wonder y'all ain't hearing me. I'm muted. Roger Craig did this 1,000-yard receiving, 1,000-yard rushing in 1985. Marshall Faulk accomplished it in 1999. And then Christian McCaffrey did it again in 2019. Only 3 players have done that, MR. So I don't know what you mean by we shine a little bit too much light on that 1,000-yard receiving, 1,000-yard rushing season. It's only been done 3 times.
Okay. Well, while you were on mute, I really enjoyed the thing that you were saying about the thing. So,
hey, as long as the thing didn't fall out, everything's cool.
What's up, Keith? Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by none other than the correspondent himself. What's happening, brother?
Hey, somebody call Jan Mahimi. I'm here.
Yeah, you got you.
I'm here, baby.
He said, "Yo,
I'm here, ready. I'm ready for work. Ready for work." No, I wanted to hop on here because I had a second, guys. I wanted to. Did you guys mention Bobby Wagner for Man of the Year?
Yes. Very well deserved.
Well deserved. It kind of felt like a going away present to me, in a way.
Maybe.
It kind of felt like Andrew Whitworth when his career sunsetted, although his speech wasn't quite as good. Right? If you feel that. Really quick on the Hall of Fame. I still thought it was a little early for Kuechly for me. I mean, just 9 years. You know, I guess being a Redskins fan, I'm still hung up on London Fletcher. Kind of hard for me to let that go. But I just didn't feel like he should be getting in until London got in. And then Roger Craig, he was a nice player, don't get me wrong, right? But there was
he's on my side.
So many other weapons, guys, on that squad. I mentioned them in the comments.
3 rings.
3 rings, yeah.
3 rings. But do you agree, man? I mean, yes. I mean, they were saying he only broke 1,000 yards rushing 3 times out of 10 years. But yet, I'm telling you, I still feel that when big games came on the line, whether it was Washington coming to San Fran, Dallas coming to San Fran, any NFC matchup, Roger Craig, he laced up his boots. Playoffs, Super Bowls, whatever now. So I just feel that his big-time play in big-time games deserve him this. What do you think about that, Keith?
No, I mean, I agreed. I'm not saying he was a really good player on an incredible dynasty. Dynasty team. You know, you forget about Eric Wright, on defense back then. I mean, he was you think about that secondary. You think about that secondary. You think of Ronnie Lott predominantly. I mean, they had
Crooked Finger Ronnie.
They had no finger Ronnie.
Cut it. Colton Fullerton, baby.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a dynasty team. He was a good player. I guess. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't think he was an exceptional Hall of Fame type of player. Vinatieri,
so you think
speaks for himself. What's that?
Let me ask the 3 of you this: do you guys think that Eli should have been in instead of Craig?
No.
I do.
KG?
I say Eli was the first ballot Hall of Famer, just like Phillip Rivers and Ben Roethlisberger should be first ballot Hall of Famers. But that's just me. Now Phillip Rivers reset his clock. I think Roethlisberger should be in next year, but I always thought that Eli was first ballot Hall of Fame. I said that during his career. I said he'll be a first ballot Hall of Fame. If he's not, it's a travesty.
Okay.
Because why? Because of the two rings.
The numbers. Like his everybody called
numbers?
Phillip Rivers a Hall of Fame. Now this is before Phillip Rivers came back. They called him a Hall of Famer. They called Ben Roethlisberger a Hall of Famer. If you compared their numbers, same draft class, their numbers were comparable. I think all of them had 64,000+ yards, or 60,000 yards, I should say, for a career. I think Eli, his touchdown to turnover ratio was a little spotty, iffy at best, but his numbers were on par with everybody else, damn near. So I'm like, you say those two are Hall of Famers, he should be too.
But not, I mean, I just don't think I think he's an eventual Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a first ballot or even second year.
Well, it's actually a second. Yeah.
His yards per game. I mean, he won some big games. He played great in some big games. To his
yards per game,
240.
240.
I mean, he took 2 wild card teams and won a Super Bowl. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right about that?
Yes.
So there's something to be said for that. There's
They
also
weren't wild card both times?
It's one wild card and one division champ.
Okay.
Really? Okay. I thought it was.
So there's something to be said for that. But there's also something to be said for, a lot of mediocre seasons and squeaking into playoffs a lot of years as well. So, those defenses of both of those teams got super hot late, with Strahan and others. So
we gifted them one.
Eli and that group just needs to wait just a touch. I mean, he won the 2 Super Bowls, well deserved. He's a Hall of Famer eventually.
I didn't realize Eli threw this many interceptions. Jeez, peasy. He got a lot.
I think it's the luster of the 2 times they beat the Patriots was the thing that's it's the sale that the winner's catching for his Hall of Fame thoughts. I don't think Roethlisberger or Rivers are Hall of Famers. Like I think they really good, but
who?
Well, I would say out of them three,
not Rodgers, but
say.
What's the other? You know who I'm talking about in that class? Rivers and Roethlisberger. That's what I meant to say.
I think Roethlisberger is. I don't know about Rivers.
Nah. Roethlisberger's back 9.
Quarterbacks couldn't do, man.
Roethlisberger's back 9 is like me at Top Golf. It sprays all over the place. And
he's full of shit.
I don't like the last part of his career.
Okay. You're allowed.
All right.
You're allowed.
Matty Ice said there are lots of really good running backs in the Hall of Fame. Craig has some of the stats as others. He had to go in. Hall of Fame watered down the Hall of Fame years ago. Yeah, because they keep guys in it. Same thing with baseball. And Josh from a highly opinionated says you guys are the best. Great show as always. Thank you, Josh, because you got a great show, brother.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. So hey, real quick, you guys see the hole-in-one last night on TGL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I did not.
I didn't see it live, but I seen it.
That's pretty.
So it's
cool.
the last two nights I've seen
Nice
it.
spin.
They had the albatross, and then you had the hole-in-one.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, it's the product's getting a little better. They're getting better at the broadcast. Specifically this past week, I thought it was the best match there's been up to this point. The young guys, Neil Shipley, who had the hole-in-one, Luke Clanton, those guys are 47 years old between the two of them. They brought energy, competitiveness. They brought some juice to it. They were talking shit. Like that's something like this in this environment really needs that. So I was super impressed with the product. And Midnight Rider, our Jupiter Lynx is sitting there last in the playoffs right now.
Jupe.
So,
what do you got, Keith? So answer me that. How many hole-in-ones you got in all these many rounds you've played in your life?
I only have one. Where
was that at?
Rocky Point Golf Course in Essex, Maryland, up by Baltimore.
Distance?
170 with a 7-iron.
Yeah, you got to stroke that thing.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
I have 0.
You have 0.
6 inches, closest I ever got.
There you go. A lot going on. A lot going on in the golf world right now. We can get into that maybe at the very, very end if you guys want. It's up to you.
All right. Duval Paul checking in real quick. He said, don't make me link to the clip of Dion saying a couple of guys got in before Fred Taylor and that he should be in. Fred Taylor should definitely be in. He meets the criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Tuesday night segment that is the JC Top 10 College Basketball List. JC, take it away.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. There have been a few shakeups in the top 10 this week, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm looking 2 weeks until conference tournaments start. But me as the AP and some of the other polls, I make my poll on Monday evening. So this is per February 9th. Number 1 spot, I got the Arizona Wildcats, who before Monday night were a clean 23-0. But Monday night, Arizona got banged out by a very strong Kansas team. This Kansas team has been the talk around college ball a bit this year. It's between either healthy, not healthy, the right lineup, the wrong lineup. I'll get into that a little bit later on this top 10, but right now we're just going to concentrate on the Arizona Wildcats. It's in my number 1 spot, even though they took a loss. The top will be all mixed up next week. So up next for Arizona, they got Texas Tech at home Saturday at 6:30 on ESPN. Texas Tech has been giving folks some hard time. So let's see if Arizona can get over that loss to Kansas. Number 2 spot moving up for me is the Michigan Wolverines at 22-1. They had Ohio State and Penn State last week, beat both opponents by a lot. Coming up for Michigan, they're going to go to Northwestern Wednesday night at 8:30. That'll be on Big Ten Network. And then Saturday, they got UCLA coming to their place. And that's 12:45 CBS. I think UCLA, they're one of the teams that kind of scares me sometimes because of their defense, but I don't think Michigan's going to have a problem with them. Houston Cougars, my number 3 squad this week at 22-2. They beat BYU 77-66. I felt they beat them a little more than that, but that's what the score was. Kingston Fleming's 19 points, game high for Houston. I like Kingston Fleming's game. If you get a chance, check out some Houston ball. Keep an eye on this kid, Kingston Fleming's, and he's also got 3 other ball players can score double figures on this Houston squad. Up next, they're playing tonight at 9 p.m. They go to Utah tonight, so that'll be on ESPN2 tonight. There you go. That's your opportunity to watch Houston Cougar basketball. Check them out tonight, 9 p.m., ESPN2. Saturday, they got to go to Kansas State, and that's on Peacock. And the number 4 spot is a team. I was high on them in the beginning of the season. I really was, guys. And then they had, undefeated. They were just rolling. And then they lost 2 games back-to-back. I was like, oh, man, what's up? Conference play? This team done wet the bed. Well, nah, Iowa State has straightened up after them 2 back-to-back and have won 5 straight. Iowa State holding down the number 4 spot for me with 21-2 record. They defeated Baylor over the weekend, 72-69. They were led by Milan Momcilovic with 21 points and Tamin Lipsby, 14 points, 9 boards. Them 2 carried this Iowa State team on that night, but you have a bunch of dogs in that stable for Iowa State that can come out and give you high points any given day. Up next tonight, 9 p.m., they're going to go to TCU, and then Saturday they got a big game with Kansas. That'll be 6 p.m. on ABC. Kansas, Iowa State. One of my games of the week this week, guys, so peep it. Number 5 spot, UConn. UConn took a little spanky spank from St. John's this week. UConn lost to St. John's 72-81. You got to show love for St. John's. Zuby Ikokafor, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. What do I call that, Midnight Rider?
Stat stuffer, baby. Stat stuffer.
That's it. Stuffing them stats. So what killed UConn, I feel, was free throw shooting, man. They was 5 for 12 from the line. And I mean, 12's not enough. You gotta go get to the line because those are supposed to be free points. They're called free throws. But UConn just could not get to the line. And when they did, they were under 50% shooting from there. So that's gonna give you a loss, man. Up next for UConn, Wednesday, 7:30 at Butler. I don't see much problem with Butler. And Saturday, 8 p.m., they got Georgetown coming up to Connecticut. So the next two games for UConn, I got a feeling those two teams are going to pay for the St. John's loss. And UConn and Coach Hurley are just going to pound them. So dropping down to the number 6 spot in my top 10, fellas, is going to be the Duke Blue Devils. 21-2, lost to UNC 71-68. Carlos Boozer went off for 24 and 11. Caleb Wilson had 23. And Trimble, who hit the game winner, had 16 points and 3 steals. He hit the game winner. What was it? 4 seconds left, Midnight Rider?
Something like that.
Yeah. Trimble hit the game winner with 4 seconds. That's the only time that Carolina led the game. Ain't that some shit? That was a tough loss. But, hey, I believe you got to take some lumps before it comes tournament time to be a stronger team. So, number 7 spot. This one here, man, this is a Big Ten thing here. Number 7, number 8. Number 7, I'm going to have Michigan State Spartans at 20-4. They played one of my games of the week last week, which was versus Illinois. Michigan State beat Illinois 85-82. They were led by Jeremy Fears. You guys remember Jeremy Fears from the NCAA tournament last year and his big season he had at Michigan State. He had 26 points and 15 assists. You just don't hear 15 assists being kicked out in the college game. But up next for the Spartans, Friday, 8 p.m., they go to Wisconsin. So speaking about, the Michigan Spartans beating Illinois, I got Illinois dropping to the number 8 spot at 20-4. They were led by David Mrkikovich, 18-6-6. Up next for Illinois tonight, home versus Wisconsin, tips at 8. It's going to be on Peacock. Coming down toward the end of the top 10 here, the number 9 spot. I think I had this team creeped into the top 10 last year at the number 10 spot. But I moved them up 1 spot just because there's a lot of tight losses in the 8 spots above where I have the University of North Carolina Tar Heels at number 9. 19-4, the Tar Heels come in, beat Duke 71-68, as I said. Caleb Wilson led away with 23 points. Up next for Carolina, they're playing right now, actually, versus Miami. They're at Miami, and that game is on ESPN. Midnight Rider, do you have a score update on the Carolina game right now?
Yeah, we're under 6 minutes. Miami's up 63-58. Miami got out early. Carolina kind of played like they had a hangover from Duke this weekend. So
that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Right. Correct. Okay. Well, let's see that Carolina young. Say again.
I'm sorry. When you finish that, I want to know who you got 10.
It's coming, baby. It's kind of who you wanted me to have at 10 last week, I think, MR. So let's see if I'm correct at this. Let's just see if this young Carolina team can keep everything going, and Coach Hubert Davis can Coach Hubert Davis can coach. That's the best I'm gonna say about that. Because number 10 spot, Midnight Rider, coming in at 18-5, and they beat the top-ranked team in the country last week. Kansas Jayhawks are gonna come in the number 10 spot, rolling. Jayhawks. Where was it? Kansas headed to the West Coast to play Arizona without one of their star players. And some people have this guy as the number 1 choice in the NBA draft this season. And that's Darren Patterson. He came down with flu-like symptoms or something, so he wasn't able to play. Badunga, the big guy for Kansas, 23 points. Tiller had 18, and Council had 23, 64 points combined for the three of them to make up for the loss of Darren Patterson. I'm sorry, Peterson, not Patterson, Darren Peterson. And, the Peterson thing, I've been hearing the hype since before the season started about him and the cat from BYU. I just don't see it. Can Kansas be stronger with Peterson in the lineup and make a tourney run? I don't know, because Peterson's missed 11 games so far this year. I feel that team's just their chemistry right now is probably better without him in the lineup. I don't see how you can have a guy like that listed as the number one pick in the future draft here. I don't know. But Kansas is a solid team. I like that boy Badunga, and Council's real nice. So I've been liking Kansas from day one. Up next, though, they got a big one coming up, Midnight Rider, correspondent. Kansas will be facing Iowa State Saturday, 1 p.m. on ABC. That's going to be a barn burner, man. That is game 2 of my 4 games of the week, man. And I think this one here is going to be fire. I got 5 in the mix, okay? That's what I'm going to call the guys that didn't make the 10. 5 in the mix are Purdue, Nebraska, Florida, UVA, and Clemson. Nebraska, like I say, the first test they just got ran out the gym. So until I see Nebraska beat a squad that's got a pulse, they're gonna remain lower on my list, guys. Any questions or feed or anything you want to put into this? Go ahead, Keith.
Well, I got one. I mean, it's more of a question about the SEC.
Sure.
Because that conference is, at least it's grabbed my attention the last few years with Alabama and Auburn playing much better and being ranked more often. You don't have anyone from the SEC in the top 10. Honorable mention to Florida. Who is the best team in the SEC, or what other teams in the SEC have a chance to crack your top 10 here in the coming weeks? Is it Vanderbilt, or is it somebody else? Or is the conference just weak?
No, I don't feel it's weak. I feel it's
middle.
Just not. Yeah, I wanted to say mediocre, but I don't want to use that word on them. Yes, in the middle. They're not as elevated as they have been as a conference in a while. I mean, the Big Ten is just by far the strongest right now. So, yeah, Vanderbilt, I kind of put them in my Nebraska category, play somebody. I mean, you can go rolling through here with 2 losses all you want, but who you beat? So, yeah, Vanderbilt, I probably have a little bit more faith in Vanderbilt than I do Nebraska, Keith.
Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye out for that.
I think Florida is the team to beat in that conference.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to get it together. They're starting to figure out. And if you haven't noticed, Florida does this. Florida starts out slow, but then they get that roller coaster coming down the track. So I would put Florida in the mix for sure.
No doubt.
Only thing I didn't like on your thing,
yeah,
I appreciate Carolina being in the top 10, but I don't think they're a top 10 team yet.
I don't know. Where are they at? Where are they at on AP?
No,
coaches.
No, so they're 11. So all we're doing is you and I are picking nits. Your nit is Nebraska. My nit is North Carolina. I think Nebraska should be 10, not North Carolina, or Nebraska should be 9 and not North Carolina. But again, we do this from time to time anyway until we see what the other person sees.
Definitely.
But Purdue jumped out on them early tonight. So Purdue is up 62-53 against Nebraska. So they may be proving your point where Nebraska's kind of not played enough good competition to make it through or get through this. So that's where the struggle is for them.
That's what I see, Midnight Rider. That's what I see. And I think Purdue is very strong. Purdue going to be in his top 10 before the year's over and possibly top 5.
All right, guys, let's do this. I I know we were supposed to have a hard out at 8:45, but yeah, we've been going. So let me see if we still have the thing. Because what I was gonna do was just put 5 minutes on the clock and
I got the thing.
huh?
If you remember, I got the thing, and the thing we was talking about when the thing was over there.
You stupid. All right, let's go. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get out in a good time. We can start with Keith. Hit Jack, me, and then close out with Big Guy.
All right, the first thing I want to do is go back a week and shout out my man Perry at the deadline was all over it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he needs to take over the correspondent name, to be honest. He needs to be something correspondent because he was incredible through that. I mean, the trades were happening. He had a take and he had a post like it was really cool. I mean, this network can paint with a broad brush. I can tell you that.
We're gonna start calling him C. Perry Shams.
We talked about TGL real quick. I want to talk about the PGA was played at the Waste Management, the WM in Scottsdale, Arizona. If you guys got to see any of that with the stadium golf approach on the par 3 to 16th hole, it's pretty cool to see. Chris Gotterup got his second win of the year of the first. This was the third week of the PGA. Gotterup gets his second win. Hideki Matsuyama missed a very short putt to win on the 72nd hole, ended up going to a playoff. Gotterup drains a long putt to beat him there. PGA's off to the beautiful Pebble Beach golf links this week. Majestic views, absolute stellar field will be out there this Thursday to get started. Patrick Reed run the DP golf event in Qatar this past week. He quit Live a couple weeks ago. He doesn't have the qualifications to go right to the PGA Tour like Brooks Koepka. So he is balling out over there in the DP World Tour. I kind of think the PGA's got to find a way to get him back into their league before his suspension is over in October. We talked about TGL. I feel like that league is heading in the right direction. Playoffs are starting soon. My man Charlie Woods, the son of the son of the most iconic golfer ever, Tiger Woods. His son is committed to the Florida State. He's going to be a Seminole there in the fall.
Yeah.
I say this every time I'm on. I give you an update. The Masters is exactly 60 days away, fellas. So that's something to look forward to. And then this weekend's the Daytona 500. I mean, what else can you say?
Really?
Greatest day in America.
Are you available Thursday?
No, I'm not. Richmond. I'm out of town.
Can you shoot us a video?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Or if you're available Sunday morning, we can hop in Sunday morning and do that. Let's cover that. Sure.
Sunday morning is probably more likely, yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Sunday morning, we go Total Players Daytona 500. And hopefully this time, these jokers don't quit.
Background noise.
We should try to see if Scooter can get on.
Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, no, that'd be sound good to get Scooter on too. Yeah. And like I say, Keith knows what's up with that. What are we doing? Wrap that shit up? What are we doing?
Basically.
All right. Well, I put out a video earlier in the Passion Seat Podcast Facebook page, Sideline Junkies Network Facebook page. Put out some stuff about the top 15 Maryland high school basketball teams, boys and girls. Pretty cool. Some of the names I seen. I mean, I knew who was the top, but I didn't know who was hanging there around 10, 11, 12. It's a pretty nice list. I also put out the schedule of the games I'm going to be attending this week. I will be in Baltimore, Maryland at St. Francis Academy Thursday night, tip-off 7 p.m. They're playing Spalding, and I say be there, be square. That's going to be a big game. And then Friday Friday, I am going to be in Crofton, Maryland, at Crofton High School to check out their matchup with the visiting Annapolis squad. So I had a parent reach out to me, say their team had a great rebounder, shot blocker, and I went into the Max Preps and was checking stats, and sure enough, man, this boy grabbing about 11, 12 rebounds a game, blocking 3 or 4 shots a game. So I look forward to having some great videos, some great interviews, and most of all, I look forward to having a great time, guys.
All right. On my side, real quick, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I know. Get your magnifying glass out. You'll find it.
Nah, sent me something, but I don't know where you sent it. All right, so we'll cover it Thursday. The PG County 4A player of the week. I'll drop that. I know it's a player from Laurel, but I'll drop it on Thursday.
Laurel's playing fine ball. Laurel's playing some good ball
they
right now. They got Blade. They got Blade soon, I think.
Again on the wraparound.
I don't know. They're home tonight. They had a rain out. They had a snow cancellation last week against Blade. So I'm not sure when that was rescheduled for. But yes, Laurel's at home Tuesday. Laurel's at home Thursday. And Laurel is at home next Tuesday, which more than likely will be senior night on the 17th of February at Laurel High School.
Well, let's count in the cancellations. That might not be the case, but let's say
Got a point there. Got a point.
KG, close us out, man. Get us out of here at a decent time, man.
All right. Matty Ice said he's out Monday. If the correspondent wants drive time Monday too.
Yo,
I'll have my people call him.
he's a man in high demand. That's all I got.
He's gonna take Midnight Rider's title. Busiest man in podcast land.
Hey, Maddie said the U.S. women shut out Canada Day 5-0. First time Canada
saw
ever
that.
been shut out in the Olympics.
Yep.
I saw that.
So,
That's good news.
My wrap it up is just easy. Hey, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of your night. Don't forget to tune in to Nothing But Net tomorrow at 7:30 with none other than the Midnight Rider and C. Perry II, followed by In the Passenger Seat with the Gentleman Jack and the correspondent.
Is that
There's gonna be a what we call this, an audible. We're calling it an audible. Midnight Rider's gonna be joining me tomorrow night, and we got 2024 Summer Olympian Quincy Wilson from Bullis High School, track and field star, gonna be on tomorrow. Looking forward to having a lot of fun with that young man and checking out his journey.
Does Jack have mail tomorrow night?
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. I'm wearing some mail right now. This right here from my boy Matthew Chapin, racing number.
Uh-oh.
I think he cut himself off.
I messed him up. I was trying to make him big. Put that back up on the screen there, Jack.
Damn.
Matthew
that's
Chapin.
That's cool.
What's up, folks? How y'all doing? I don't know why I'm on the screen, but hey.
There you go. Put it back up on the screen there, Jack. What happened?
You just switched it over to me somehow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to get this right. There's Jack.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. And you got the back on this, John. I don't know if you can see the back, but it's him riding.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, it is a nice shirt. They gave me a hat and an autographed picture, too. I got to get that autographed picture hung up on the wall. Because Matthew's going places in the street bike racing world. Ain't no doubt. Me and Midnight Rider, we catch him a year and a half ago. It's time to have him back and see what's going on, because he changed race teams again.
Oh, then we definitely got to get him back.
Barton, Colin. I don't think he's with Barton anymore, but it's hard to say, man. There's so many sponsors that get involved in that stuff for racers. It's just like NASCAR, you know? So, yeah. It is time for me. My schedule's getting it's getting a little thin, so it's about time to start bothering some people and getting some more interviews scheduled.
Yeah, and you and Jeff need to do your fishing show. Jeff Walker. Yeah. I ain't heard nothing back. That's something on your end. You setting that up. I don't know. You got to give me the schedule and the dates, baby.
Y'all need agents.
Well, all right. I can tell you this. Let's do it like right before rockfish season. So it'll be like second week of April. That'd be a good time to start talking fishing.
All right, I'll shoot him an idea and we'll see what goes.
Do that because I don't have the date 100%, but it's usually the second weekend in April. But with all these new mandatories they're doing and cutting back and restricting fishing, I don't know if that's right anymore. But yeah, giving him spring fishing show. I'm down all day.
All right,
Man, this network got some sports broadcasting bandwidth. Let me tell you. I mean,
Man,
you got a sport.
Bocce, cornhole. We got everything, baby.
Real quick, I was at the in Laurel today. I was at the Firehouse Subs having lunch, and they had cricket. They had cricket on the TV. Pakistan was beating the USA 103-3.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I sat there, and I never really sat and watched cricket like that, but it was enjoyed my lunch and watched Pakistan just racking up the points like a cash register.
Keith, when we had Brad Craddock on, he was talking about sports he played in Australia, man. He started talking about cricket, but he said he didn't play. I was hoping we could talk cricket, man, because I'm curious about that game. All right, KG, let me let you go, man.
All right.
All right, fellas. For the Midnight Rider, I'm used to be on the other side. The Midnight Rider, the Gentleman Jack, the correspondent Keith. I'm the big guy, KG. Make sure y'all stay tuned because we got something special coming up for you. So until till tomorrow, we out of here.